Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Drink Dive, the show where we dive into new drinks and new topics. I'm here with my co-hosts, Life, Luke, Max, and Kate. In this episode, we have a lot of different topics to talk about, but of course, we will start off with the drink. Max, what are we drinking today?
Today we are drinking Midori Illusion.
Ooh.
Yes.
Now, only Luke and Max can be drinking it because the rest of us will be drinking some green apple Gatorade because Kate cannot drink at the moment and Life is on heavy antibiotics. So we'll just be getting the thoughts of Luke and Max for the drinks, but that's not going to stop us. Let's get on with the drinks. Boys, what are your predictions?
I think it should be quite good, but we'll have to wait and see.
Luke?
Off the bat, we don't get a lot of information on the packaging, but I have been told it's exquisite, it's excellent, it's brilliant, and everything else like that. So I'm looking forward.
Now, quickly, Kate and Life, have you guys had this before?
I've never had Gatorade before in my life.
Okay.
Really? No Gatorade ever? Oh.
No, I had maybe a sip of Powerade at an athletics carnival in like year 5 or 6, and that's all I've ever had.
Okay, well, I'll
So-
come to you guys for your thoughts on this, but what are your thoughts on this?
I don't have very high hopes, to be honest. It looks very artificial, but I am excited to try it. Just not very high hopes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, same. I don't. It looks like just like gamer juice. Like it looks like something that I wouldn't usually want to take any sips of. Like it just looks like water with like food coloring, and that's not really my kind of vibe. So I mean, we'll see. It might blow me away, but at least it's green apple. Apple's a good flavor.
Yeah, so
It's not something weird.
I have had this because Max is the one who told me to have it that one time. I don't know if you remember that, Max. You told me to have it. I liked it, but I've only had it once since then, so this will be a good taste test. But without further ado, everyone, let's get the drinks opened.
It smells very appley.
Embarrassing. I can't
What
even
is it?
open
Hold on. Max
I
and
know it's hard to open. I opened it before.
It's slippery.
Max and Luke, what is the flavor of your drink?
It is pineapple. With
Pineapple?
vodka.
In a green
Vodka pineapple.
in a
See,
green
it sounds
colour.
nice.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, it's smells very fruity.
Ooh. Might
And
be,
vodka-y.
it might be for the sweet tooth. All right, but
Might be.
everyone,
Maybe.
We'll have to wait and see.
Ev-
When you
Everyone-
see green, though, you don't think it's pineapple, right? That's
You think it's
like
lime? Yeah.
lime or green apple.
yeah, hence why I've got
I
a
kind of want to give this a shake beforehand, so
Lemon
the
lime
flavors
brine.
get all mixed in.
well, whenever Kate's done shaking and Life's done shaking, I will cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Is
Cheers, guys.
Still as good as the first time I had it.
Oh. Mm.
All right, we'll go to Kate's. We'll go to the Gatorade reactions first. So, Kate,
That tastes awful. What the fuck? That's the weirdest tasting drink I've ever had. I don't know. I feel like I'm drinking like liquefied vomit. Like I don't know. I can't. Maybe it will get better the more I drink it, but it just tastes like it gives me the chills. I don't like it
Life.
at all. That's fine. I'll keep drinking it though because I bought it $6. So.
it is not as bad as I thought, but I've definitely had better Gatorades.
Yeah, there's definitely better flavors, but this is not bad at all. In the
Yeah,
slide,
it's not too
Max
bad.
has already fucking finished the drink, so let's go to Max on what he thought of this drink. Max,
It is very easy to drink. The vodka isn't that strong, but you can definitely taste it. And yeah, very, very pineapple.
Jeez.
Very, very good.
he fucking sculled that thing like it was nothing. Luke,
Yeah, for the first time on Drink Dive, there's no horrible aftertaste. It just tastes like pineapple and a bit of vodka. There's no horrible vodka aftertaste.
Damn.
So I think they actually got the balance very good on this one.
wow, So the one time Kate
Sad to miss out on it.
cannot drink the
And I
alcohol.
got
You're
this
missing out.
stupid drink instead.
You're missing out, you two.
So
Yeah.
annoying.
Well,
Maybe we'll have to do a catch up next time.
we might have to.
Yeah.
Where they do a reaction of that too.
We
I
might.
should have got the 4-pack. I was going to. Oh well.
Oh well. We'll get ratings then of everyone's drink. We'll start off with Kay. We'll go because I won't. Because what I'll do is for us Gatorade people, I won't get us to skull the whole thing. But because I was gonna say the same for the other two, but Max has already fucking sculled it, which means Luke has to. So, Kate, what are your thoughts now?
I feel like I can already taste like a layer of like sugar on my teeth. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I just can't. It just what's the health rating?
1.5.
It's actually
1.5.
Luke sculled
What?
it. Love to say it. So,
I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. Like I wouldn't get this.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. 5 out.
Yeah, 5 out of 10.
5. Well, I'll give it a 7. It's not the best Gatorade flavor, but it's also not the worst by far. But we'll go on to Luke. Your thoughts?
What is this? 4.5%. Yeah, it's not very exciting. It's a nice pineapple taste, but there's not that much kick to it, although it is a pretty good balance. So, taste-wise, I would only give it like an 8, but it's still very enjoyable. You guys should definitely have it when you can.
Okay. Well, it's a bad miss for Kate in life, but Max, your thoughts?
I was thinking probably an 8 or 9. I go in between and go 8.5. Just because it's very delicious. But yeah, it's a little bit lower in alcohol percentage, so it won't get you drunk that quickly.
It's pleasant for what it is.
Yeah, it's
Really?
nice to drink. Yeah,
Is it
easy to drink as well.
Is it possibly for the sweet tooths, Max?
I'll give this the sweet tooth approval.
Whoa.
Yes. Is for the sweet tooths.
You'd love to hear it. Well, since they finish their drink, they can just chill for the rest of this episode. But we have to finish this. We do have to finish this. Should we?
Oh no.
Are we going to get an interruption?
Sorry, my mom's. Mom, do you want to quickly say hi? No, okay. Okay.
I'm keeping this.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. All right. So the first topic is not really a topic. It's just reiterating that I won't be here for the next 2 episodes of the podcast. So, it's not up to me of who's the host. That's for them to decide. It's not up to me about what's drinking or anything. It's out of my hands for the next 2 weeks. So they're going to be fine without me. I'll be watching on from the sidelines. Who knows? Drake's album does come out next week, so I might send in a video and hopefully.
Yeah, still give us something.
I'll send.
On what date? What's the date that it comes out?
6th of October, or it's.
I've got a concert then. Ocean Alley.
Well, watch it. Just listen to it while you're at the concert. You know. But yeah. I'll send in a quick video anyway about that. I might even do an intro. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But we'll move on to our first actual topic here. And that is the writer's strike is finally had an agreement reached. I'm actually not familiar at all with the details, so I'll take that over to Max.
From what I know about it, the strike has almost lasted 5 months, which is I think it's a record or almost a record for one of the longest strikes possibly in the film industry. And yeah, it seems like they're all going to go back to normal, but obviously it's going to take quite some time to recuperate from the loss of films being produced and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's definitely done some damage, but I'm sure we'll get back up.
Luke?
Nah, I don't have anything about that really. Although, yeah, it has been going on for a long time. But I have heard Australia has been boosting their involvement in Hollywood. So that's very cool on the side, but
It's pretty cool.
yeah, it's good
I
to see
think-
something's happening after all this time.
Yeah, I think about $10 million has been invested to Screen Australia. I think some of their shows. So yeah, there's
Yep.
some funding going on with Australia, which
Good.
is nice for the film industry.
Good.
I mean, I think the main thing to take away from the strike isn't that we've lost shows. I think that we've gained an appreciation for the impact of writers in the film industry. I think the whole point of the strike is that they weren't getting paid enough. They weren't getting the credit they deserve. So I think it's nice that this has at least brought some more awareness to that, because without the writers, we wouldn't have any products or film or projects or anything. So
Well,
Yeah.
all I know from this strike is that finally the Stranger Things writers are going to be back to work, which means we're going to get the show quicker. That's all I want. I don't know if you can see the poster, but hopefully that can come out sometime next year. That'd be nice. But we'll move on to another show that I've really enjoyed watching over the course of its 4-season history, and that is Sex Education. So, only 3 of us have watched it. We're gonna try and not spoil it, but if a spoiler comes out, this is your spoiler warning. Good luck listening to the next part of this podcast. Guys, I feel like they did too much. That is to me this season in a nutshell. They did too much. Do you guys
Well-
disagree? Agree?
It definitely skipped over a lot of important points, and I feel like don't really understand what happened between those kinds of. I don't want to say anything specific, but a couple of things from the last season they kind of kept out. If it was, actor contracts disputes or just the writers. I'm not sure what happened there, but they kind of skipped over a few things, which is a bit annoying. I also feel like the ending was a bit more focused for the audience and was supposed to be pleasing for them, rather than actually, concluding it properly. So
Yeah. I just feel like they fucked it. Like they royally fucked the ending. I think if there was another season, it's a fine ending. In terms of like not including the main part of the ending, but everyone else's. If you know what I mean. But I don't know. It was a weird season. Okay.
it's definitely lost its charm, which is sad, because to begin with, it was such a good show because you hadn't ever seen anything like it. But now it's like, I saw someone talk about how it's written from like an older person's view of Gen Z, which is like so true, especially with the school, which isn't really a spoiler because it's like in the first episode. The school is just very a bit unrealistic, and you're sort of sitting there like, this doesn't feel real and like raw as much as it used to, where it was very like all cards on the table, like very, I don't know, it's just lost its teenage appeal personally. Like it doesn't feel like it appeals to the right audience anymore, which that doesn't make sense now that I think of what I just said. But it's
Yeah.
it's not the
it's
same as it
definitely-
used to be.
yeah.
It's gone.
Definitely
Downhill.
unrealistic. Like with the school, it's a lot different to anything that we like see in Australia or even the UK. You just don't see that kind of stuff there. And same with like the new characters that they brought in. I feel like they're heavily focusing on the LGBTQ plus community, and that feels a bit unrealistic as well.
Well, it's not a bad thing at all.
It's not a bad thing.
but-
It's not a bad thing, but I feel like they focus too much on that, rather than having a good balance between all different people there.
Like I'm glad they gave Cal a lot of.
I
Story
love
time.
Cal. Yeah.
They absolutely killed their role, but the Jackson story, Like, it's an understandable part of a man's life in terms of, like, maybe possibly having something wrong with their fucking ballsack. But, yeah, just the school was
Spoilers for
unrealistic. But they don't know what happened. So it's
Can't wait to watch this.
it's unrealistic as hell. They lost a lot of cast members for I don't know what the reason was, and it felt rushed. That's the word I'm looking for. It felt rushed, but let
I feel like
us-
8 episodes isn't.
Oh,
enough,
six.
To be honest.
No, what do you mean? I feel like they could have done it in 6. I think like they dragged
Yeah,
some of the stories way too long. But,
Yes, but they also skipped over a lot of things which they could have filled in.
Yeah.
Would have added more time. So.
Yeah, very, very true. But we'll move on, just due to the fact that I might accidentally spoil something
Hang on.
else. Oh, hold on, Luke.
Hang on. So, the ending is often a make or break for a TV show. But really, so for the rest of you two, how has the last season changed your views of the show, like as a whole?
It's fucked it. It was probably my second
Ruined
favorite show of all time, and I think I now prefer You over Sex Education.
Oh shit!
Like that's
Yeah,
Ugh.
not good.
It's kind of like, I don't want to compare it to Game of Thrones, but it is kind of like Game of Thrones in a way where they fucked up the last season, but the rest of the seasons were good. So
Yeah.
you know, it's something like that. So Luke, I'm not going to say don't watch it. Like watch it. Like watch it, because if you've seen the first 3 seasons, you may as well watch the 4th. But don't expect anything.
Yeah, honestly, you should have seen this guy before season 4 came out. All right, you couldn't shut up about
Oh.
the show. So
Oh, I was excited as hell.
it's a tragedy, really. It's a tragedy.
It's fucking terrible, man. It's
There was nothing stand out about this season. Like there was nothing that really stood out. Like it was very average and like a bit boring in most part. I had to skip. I was pressing that skip button in some parts.
yeah, not that good. But we will move on from Sex Education before I keep shitting on it. And let's move on to a bit of NFL news. Now, yes, we are Australian, but there is a certain NFL superstar in Travis Kelce. Star tight end, probably the best tight end in the NFL, has gotten with Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Woo!
Now, this is one of the weirdest crossovers I've ever seen as a sports fan. Taylor Swift being in the stands next to Travis Kelce's mother, celebrating like there's no tomorrow. Okay, if you can go into detail about some of maybe the deets you might know of. I know, as a Swiftie, you might know some.
As a Swiftie, I know the whole story. Everyone's been chatting about it. Okay, basically, so, Travis Kelce has been a little bit of a fanboy of Taylor Swift, which aren't we all? And don't say anything because you guys are haters. Anyway, but yeah, so he's been like mentioning her recently. Like he went to her concert and he made a friendship bracelet, which, as the Swifties know, is like something you do at a concert and you like trade it with people. And he made a bracelet with his number on it, and he tried to give it to Taylor Swift, but he didn't get to. So then he texted her and was like, "I saw you in the stadium. Why don't you come see me in the stadium?" And so she was like, "Okay." And so she came, sat with his mom, was cheering in the sidelines. He kept looking up. It was very American, like movie, very rom-com American movie. Yeah, very. And then they left together in his convertible car, riding with the roof down, wind in the hair. And it was so cool. But everyone as the Swifties everyone loves him. Everyone's really accepting him into the group. So it's exciting.
Pause. Life, can you please remove the microphone from your nose? I was like, I couldn't tell if it was Kate or Life, and I was just like, it can't be Kate.
Sounds like waves. It sounds like
Okay. All right.
being
Nice
the beach.
ocean breeze.
Okay.
But yeah, also 87, which is his jersey number, plus 13, which is Taylor Swift's lucky number, is 100. And she's literally referenced so many things that could it's insane. There's so many little like hidden messages in her songs that are like perfect. It's like, oh, it's
It's meant to.
It's so
meant to be.
exciting.
But as an NFL fan,
Yes.
looking at it, it was very funny to see all the Chiefs players' reaction because they were standing next to Travis and looking up in the stands, looking for Taylor Swift. And every time they did, they went, "Oh shit, it's Taylor Swift!" Like literally, there's a video on it. Apparently, I think if I can remember correctly, he also said he mentioned her in his podcast with his brother.
Yes.
So that might be where it also kind of took off as well. But we love Travis Scott, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. And because of this, Travis Kelce's jersey has spiked up 400% in shirt sales, which is unheard of for an NFL player. But I mean, when you have the Taylor Swift and the Swifties,
It's the Taylor Swift effect.
it's
Yeah.
it's bound to happen. But we'll go a bit further into the NFL now, and obviously the Super Bowl is the biggest event in the NFL, probably the biggest event in American sports. And as we all know, the halftime show is a staple of it. Last year was Rihanna. The year before that was Dr. Dre, I'm pretty sure. This year, it's Usher. How, what, 10, 15 years past his prime? You reckon? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to play all the classics. I don't
He's gonna
actually know
sing.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, by Usher.
Max's favorite word. So,
True.
any thoughts if people, do you guys think it's going to be shit? Or
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think the crowd.
Yeah. As Usher would say.
Well,
But I don't know.
they've smashed it out the park with the last three because they had The Weeknd, and that was where that famous meme of The Weeknd where he's running through like 400 people inside a closed fucking confined space. That's where that meme's gone from. Then we had Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, and there was one woman, Mary J. Blige. She was also in that. And then they had Rihanna last year, and Rihanna killed it. Oh, Rihanna.
And she was pregnant and she still killed it because she's just that girl.
Exactly. So I think they're going to flop it with Usher. I don't want to... I don't want to say anything.
How did they pick? There's so many like new popular artists they could have picked.
Well,
Yeah, how
I don't
did
know
this
why.
come to be, Dorian?
Well,
honestly.
it is sponsored by Apple Music, so I don't... Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe Usher might have a thing with Apple Music, but I'm not quite sure. Because at that point, wouldn't you have Taylor
Max
Swift
would
on
know.
one of them? Because Taylor Swift was at Apple Music only for a little while.
Was she?
I swear she took all of her music off Spotify at one point.
I don't
Years ago.
recall.
Years ago anyway. But yeah, that's about... Yeah, it's probably going to be a shit halftime show, but guess what? I'm still going to watch it. And we're going to go into some more sports for our final topic. And yes, it's a very sporty episode. It's my type of episode. We have both NRL and AFL Grand Finals coming up this weekend. We'll start off the AFL Grand Final since it's on Saturday. I'm not going to ask too much from you guys because they don't really watch the AFL or the NRL. So, who is winning the AFL Grand Final? We'll start off with Life.
The Brisbane Lions.
Brisbane Lions, Luke.
Let me say Magpies.
Okay, Max, go.
Collingwood.
Collingwood, okay.
It's too tough to decide between the two.
Lions or the Magpies? Collingwood, Magpies, or the Brisbane Lions? Okay.
Then I'll say the Lions.
I'm going to also go with the Lions. Yesterday or the day before was the Brownlow Medal, which is the MVP of the AFL. They do a whole ceremony about it. And that was won by Lachie Neale, who was the captain of the Brisbane Lions. So that's where my prediction sways towards, the Brisbane Lions. So, and then we got the NRL Grand Final. We'll start off with Luke. Who's winning the NRL Grand Final out of the Panthers and the Broncos?
I think the Panthers are, not going to lie.
Okay, all right. Kate?
Yeah, the Panthers. Woo! Yes.
Live.
For sure, the Panthers. Yeah.
Max?
Panthers.
Yeah, Penrith are gonna fucking win it again, aren't they? I mean, it would be a story if both Brisbane teams won both NRL and AFL, but Penrith are too good. So I'm gonna predict Penrith. I'm gonna say Nathan Cleary's chin gets in the way of like an intercept or something. I don't know, something stupid like that. But that is all the topics we have. It's kind of a unanimous decision on Penrith, it seems like. So we're going on to our game here, which will be the last thing in this video. In this episode, sorry. Which is a game of true or false. So, I have already decided on the two teams. So, there's going to be two different teams, which is going to be the Narrabeen boys in Life and Max versus Kate and Luke. I couldn't think of a funny name.
The
for
other
you guys.
ones, yeah,
Couldn't think of a funny name.
The extras.
The extras. So,
etc.
I'm going to flip a coin on Google. Max, call it in the air, please.
Heads.
I've not flipped it, but there you go. All right, heads. It was heads. So you guys are going to start.
Okay.
So I'm just literally going to ask you a question, and it is going to be relevant. It's not going to be like what you did. World War II ended in 1963, and you're going to say like it's not going to be a question like that. It's going to be relevant. Relevant to our topics today. So we'll start off. The capital of Thailand is Bangkok. True or false?
Oh, it's like quizzes. Okay.
It's just a true or false.
True.
True.
True. That's 1 point to Max in life.
Yeah.
So I have 9 questions. So in case it does have to go down to a decider, but this might be a bit of a difficult one, but it is a Taylor Swift question. Taylor Swift supports the
What?
Chiefs in the NFL.
True.
Are you going to go
Sure.
with it?
No,
Yes.
actually, what's the
Oh.
other team? Well, yes, I do say.
Are you true or false?
Yes, true.
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 The answer is false.
No.
She
You changed my mind.
she
No, I was gonna say false.
she is a Philadelphia Eagles fan, which, funnily enough, is where Travis Kelce's brother plays.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, but you
you
didn't say it.
changed my. You put me off. That wasn't fair.
Wasn't fair. Doesn't matter.
Rigged game.
Doesn't matter. That one goes
How would
to
I know?
Max in life. All right, Max in life. Stevie Wonder has performed in an NFL halftime show. True or false?
False.
False.
You going false? It was true. It was 1999.
Thought so.
1999. Oh, no way.
All right, next one. True or false? If Penrith win the NRL Grand Final, it'll be their 4th in a row.
True.
You going with true?
Yep.
Wrong. It'll be 3 in a row.
Oh my
I don't like this game very much.
You guys are
It's
meant to
feeling a little
be.
bit rigged.
You guys are meant to be talking about
Why are
it.
they getting such easy questions?
That was not. They got it wrong. What are you talking? They got it wrong.
It was still an easy question.
You guys,
though.
can you? Okay, remember, you guys can discuss it. Like, you talk amongst
Oh.
each other. Like, you don't have to be quick fire. But Life and Max, seasons 1 and 2 of Sex Education are the joint highest rated seasons on Rotten Tomatoes. True or false?
Do you really think? Wait, what does that mean?
I don't think so. I feel like they're higher rated shows.
No, no,
I'm gonna say
no,
false.
no, no, no. You got the question wrong.
Wrong.
Out of all the seasons of Sex Education, seasons 1 and
Oh,
2 are the
just
joint
the
highest. Out of all
Oh,
4.
okay. I'm gonna say true then.
Oh yeah, true.
No, the answer's false. It's seasons 2 and 3.
Shame.
Shame, shame. All right, you guys can
Next.
discuss this one. Okay. As of when they reached the agreement, the writers' strike lasted 146 days. True or false?
What's 5 months in days?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah. It's
Ooh, 146.
I'm gonna say
days.
yes. True.
I feel like it could have been more though. I feel like it was like 150 or something.
No, I'm gonna stick with true. I don't know. Again, I don't fucking know.
Fine, if it's false, then I'm blaming you.
Well,
Actually, I'm
yeah.
gonna say false. I think it's too easy to say true too. I think Dorian's pranking us right now.
Okay, do you want me to flip a coin to decide your answers? Because one's saying true, one's saying
No,
false.
No.
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 Then,
true.
well, then,
Okay, fine, true.
true. The answer is true.
There we go.
All right.
Mathematician.
Now, I don't know. I kind of fucked this up. So you guys get another Super Bowl halftime question. But Paul McCartney performed in the 2005 NFL halftime show. True or false? Which, for context, is the year that me, Luke, and Kate were born.
Yay.
Hmm.
think I've been taking the lead. I'm gonna let you choose this one live.
Okay, what would you say?
I'm letting you pick this one. I have
Okay.
no clue. I feel like you
I'm
might
with-
have, but I've done it earlier.
It's also true.
Is
You
that
want to say true?
True.
Yeah, we'll go true then.
the answer is true? He
Yes.
did. He did perform then. So if I'm tallying up the scores right now, it's wait, no, that was this one. All right.
Hang on, you can't tell it the scores yet because they just went and we haven't finished our turn.
Well, there's only two more
And they
questions.
started.
There's only two more questions. So, true or false? The Sydney Swans were in the 2022 grand final.
Bit too biased to you, mate. I don't fucking know.
It's a 50-50 question, guys.
I feel like it. I don't think it was. I think it was the Rabbitohs and the
Wrong sport.
something else. Oh. I don't know. You're giving us hard questions. This is a rigged system.
I did flip a coin and Max did get it in the air. So it can't be that rigged when I already had the questions laid out.
That's because it's always heads when it's a Google coin.
All right. I'm gonna flip it again. If it's heads,
No.
I'll let you know. No, if it's heads, I'll let you know.
Fine.
She might be right. She might be
It's
right.
not.
I'm right.
It was
I
heads.
cracked the code
Always
a
heads.
long time ago.
But yes, Sydney Swans 2022 grand final. True or false?
I don't think they were.
Are you
I think they would've been-
sure? Are you sure that's the answer you want to go with?
No, I don't know. Stop! You're putting me off. I don't know.
Well, you also have a teammate, so
Luke. Yeah, Luke. I feel like I'm carrying this team. Give some input.
Yeah, how well's that gone? We got 1 point.
no. Because every time they got a question wrong, you guys get the point. So
Wait, what?
Wow.
That's good
Nice.
to know.
and vice versa, obviously.
These questions, I know they're relevant, but they're too based on what
Sports
Dorian enjoys, aka sport. So
Hey, that was what was in the news this week. So let us know.
bit too much. We could have ventured off with the questions, but anyway.
Don't worry. The next one is venturing,
True or false?
That's good.
but it's not your
Let's
question.
go with
I'm trying
No,
to
I'll
remember.
flip-
I feel
I'll
like there
flip
would
my
have been
own
more of
coin.
like a
I'm
buzz
serious.
around it if they were. Like I feel like I don't remember hearing anything about them being.
Well, I can
in
tell you
it.
right now, the game is sitting here in front of me, so I have the game here. You just need to give me an answer
The grand final.
out of 50-50.
So you're saying they were in last year's grand final? That's what you're.
That is the question. That is the statement. Is it true or is it false?
No, one of us says true, one of us says false. We'll flip another coin, whatever it is.
I'll say false.
Then I'll go true.
Are you doing it, Luke, or do you want me to do it here?
That's
You
not
go on.
helping.
Nah, we don't know. I mean,
Who was heads? Did you guys
We didn't
decide on that
decide
part? Okay, all right.
No.
All right, go on. Say heads or tails.
I'll be tails.
heads. So
Well, the one time it's tails, you guys get the answer wrong. The answer was true. They lost by 81. 81 points. A fucking devastating loss to watch. And I was there. Not in Melbourne.
Damn.
Guys, I feel like
At my
this is
TV.
making my tongue green.
Is it? Well, you know what?
It is.
You know what? Because I feel bad. I'm gonna say
Ugh.
I'm gonna give you guys that point just so it lays on the soul of Max and Life.
What?
So the guys, I don't know how, but the score is 4-all.
What?
what's that? There's a decider
That's
question.
There is a decider question. Now, this was not any of the topics discussed today, but
It's sport.
it's not sport. Doja Cat
Ah,
became the first female rapper to pass 80 million Spotify monthly listeners. True or false?
life. I'm gonna pass this to you.
Well, you guys discuss
True.
it. You guys can discuss it.
I think it's true.
I think it's true. All right, I'm gonna say truth. I reckon so.
I can tell you we have a winner. And out of
That's
some
an easy question.
miraculous fashion, Luke and Kate have won.
Oh,
OMG!
What?
She was the
How
first
did that
female
happen?
rapper to pass 70 million, not 80. So, the winners of this game, Luke finally wins a game. It is Luke and Kate.
It was this.
They win the game of all games, guys. How exciting was that?
Yay!
So, that is it for this podcast. I will just reiterate, I will not be here for the next 2 weeks. So, good luck watching these 4, plus maybe some guests try to string together a podcast. But that is all for this episode. Guys, any final thoughts on anything? Oh, actually, that's right. I have to go to the Gatorade people about the drink. Any changes in thoughts, Kate? Has it gotten worse? Has it gotten better?
I feel like I'd push it up to a 6, maybe. Like, it got better the more I drank it. Like, it's not that bad, but it's just, I wouldn't ever buy this again unless I was forced at gunpoint. Or if someone gave me money to buy it. I wouldn't spend my own paycheck on this. But yeah.
I still keep mine at a 5. It's very sweet and it really coats your mouth with a sugary
I know, yeah. Keep
surface.
feeling it.
That's why I love it so much, because I'm a sugarholic. So I don't know what I rated it, but I'm gonna say it's a 7.5. I think I said 7, but I can't remember. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure every Sunday you tune in for a new episode. But that is it from us. See you guys all in the next one. See you guys.
Bye.